Hey Joe, this is Christian. I'm going to tear down your transmission. I went ahead and took the bell housing off here. Reason why is it takes a special tool to get them out, and it can kind of get noisy in here, so I just go ahead and take them off before I start filming. So it just comes off. Set it to the side. Go ahead and loosen up your pump over here. It is still raining, unfortunately. I'm sure it's raining where you're at too. Make sure the light's on. Yep. Try not to get in your way too much. A little bit of words on its back and get this valve body apart. Drain out a little bit. Sorry to keep looking at you. I'm just making sure you can see me. Ready? Let's get this off real quick. See if I can come off. Get it moved out of the way. Get your mount, the rear mount for the transmission. Hammer and a screwdriver. Kind of ease this open without making too much of a mess. Usually stuck on there pretty good. The gaskets are. Alrighty. This is the pan we just took off. And as you can see, it's got a lot of metal in it. Hopefully that just come from the torque converter. But we'll get inside and see if we see anything else out of the ordinary. Just want to show you that. Let's go ahead and put our little parts in here. Bolts. Get this out of the way. Your filter. Of course, I had to get it replaced with a new one. I don't think you gave me a filter, but I'll make sure. Get that off. And just get things out of the way at the moment before we get the valve body off. Don't look too bad. So what I'm seeing so far actually looks pretty good. Except for this, I will be changing this, and you'll see why here in just a second. That's your manifold pressure switch. That's what I was telling you, that I always change in those, and I'll show you why. Because they like to stick on there, and the gaskets on them like to come off and everything else, and there's just no fixing it after that. And they prone to get a lot of metal inside of them, and they're kind of open, more open than they other solenoids are. So it's really hard to clean up. And so I have just gotten in the habit of just changing them out. This is right here. Hopefully you can see that good. Got a lot of metal in the inside these filters and everything. And then see how open it is? Everything is just opened on it. So it's best just to go ahead and replace that. That's manifold pressure switch. Get this off here. Get a grip on it. 3-2 down solenoid. Just got to take it off to get to the other solenoid, to the lockup solenoid to take it off. I always put that in the way. Get as much stuff out of the way as we can. I like to do it. Pop it off the EPC solenoid, EPC sensor. Now this is the 1-2 accumulator right here, what you were asking me about. So we're going to find out if that's got a plastic one in it, like what you was worried about, or if it's already got a metal one, updated one in it. So let's go ahead and get it apart and we'll see. And it's got the update in it. Let's get these out and see how the springs look. I'll show you this. Okay. This is one of the pistons that you were concerned with, accumulator pistons. It's already got the updated piston in it. So what all I need to do is that what comes in your kit is that O-ring that replaces it. Your springs are good in it. They're not broken. A lot of time this little one here breaks, but it's okay, so it'll be fine. We'll set it to the side. Sorry if I keep sniffing, but when it gets like this outside, it's supposed to make allergies better, but it seems like it makes mine worse. And that's the check balls that you hear falling out. That's okay. I got plenty of them, plus you got a kit that comes with them anyway. Everything looks good in there. Let's give it a few picks. A couple of the valves that usually stick. And they are just fine. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. So your valve body's fine. I will clean it up though. Get all the metal out of it and everything. And replace this gasket here that comes in your kit. This is your top gasket, and you got a bottom one right underneath it. And this is your valve body plate. And somebody's already done one of the updates. There will be a few more updates that I'll do to the valve body. Also, why I've got it out. One of the updates is already done to your plate. You did a good job. So what it is you just make that hole bigger right there. If you can see it out, kind of Sits out a little bit. And you just put this sleeve in there that comes in the kit, and you put that in there, and it keeps the check balls from going through it because it likes to beat on this plate quite a bit. And this here is your other accumulator, and it's got the metal one in it too. So we'll just clean it up real good. Place the seal there. Get this out of the way. Try to. That way we don't break it. Alright, let's get this servo out. See if it's got an updated one in it, or if it's got the original. Updated mean Corvette. Some people like the Corvette servo, some people don't. I know you requested a Corvette servo, so I'm gonna make sure one's in there. If not, then I'll get you a Corvette servo. Basically what it does, it just firms up the shift in second gear. Makes it a little better. Sometimes you can tell the difference, sometimes you can't. It's not a real dramatic update, but it's a good one. Some people don't want to feel their transmission shift. Other people do. And this one just makes it come in a little firmer, so you can feel it most of the time. This cap is usually sometimes a pain to get out. That was the sealing ring I just cut. You got to cut it to get it out. So it likes to stick. Alrighty. And this has got the original servo in it. I'll show you where I can tell that. Everything looks good in this. And here's where the update comes in. You'll get a different piston setup, a little bit beefier one. Sorry. This is going to be smaller in size. Same with this cap. It's going to be smaller on the inside, not on the outside. You won't be able to tell from the outside, but from the inside, you'll be able to see where, or you won't be able to see it, but it'll be smaller. And what that does is it create more pressure to when it applies the band, the second 2/4 band. It be just where it's a little firmer. It's basically what it does. Set that to the side for now. Alrighty. We got that out. We'll go ahead and get your up out here. Everything checked out on it. Usually the pumps, make sure the green light's still on, you can hear me. Usually the pumps are good. Once in a while you get a bad one, but most of the time they're good. It looks all good. Everything's smooth on the stator like it's supposed to be. There's some sealing rings there that'll be in your kit that I'll replace, as well as most of the time they come with washers and stuff, the plastic ones. Put new washers on it. And this is good. This is your gears. or your pump gear. It's the 13 vane system, which is a good one, meaning that it's got 13 of these that fit in here, and that's what pumps your fluid. They usually have less of them. This will get replaced also. That definitely comes in your kit. So that plastic piece there will get replaced. As well as your pump bushing. Get this out here and I'll show it to you. You got your bushings, and it's good that you got them all. So I like to replace the bushings and everything. A little scratched up on the bushing, but you're going to get a new one in there. New seal. There's also a seal underneath this here that's going to be replaced. Front seal is going to be replaced. This seal here is going to be replaced, as well as your gasket. And the pump is just fine. It looks really good. Like I said, most of the time these are fine. And people worry about them because they're aluminum, but actually they're usually pretty good. Alrighty. Go ahead and get this next part out. See if it'll work with me. Sorry if I'm covering your view, but I gotta see in here a little bit. There's a pin that holds on. And there is your band. And you've got the band already, so that's going to be replaced, and it's a good thing because it's really burnt, as you can see on that drum too, that we'll be replacing also. It's supposed to look like, you've seen the band look like a real green. Some of them come in a reddish color, just depending on what company makes them. But that will get replaced, as well as this drum here that you supplied. It's all burned up. Got your reverse drum. This is what this is. Cold day also. I don't know if it is where you're at, but up here it's cold. I was sweating last week and then this week it's cold. Alrighty. Get all this out. This is a wave plate. It fits on the bottom. Wave or dish, whatever you prefer to call it. Just call it a wave plate. What this does is when it goes into gear and when that piston makes contact with these clutches, it softens the reverse up a little bit. So that's what it's. Most of your clutch packs will have a wave plate at the bottom. Sometimes they break, most of the time they don't. Now this is what didn't come in your kit that I'm going to need to get, is your clutches and steels. The steels are bad. They're really burnt. You can see right there. See if I got new steel. Nope. No. But that'll get replaced. Get clutches, get a clutch kit. Basically, it'll just come with your clutches and your steels. And let's see what kind of pistons you've got in here. Also, your kit, when I take this apart, it'll come with sealing rings and everything that goes around your pistons. That applies to clutches. That'll get replaced. So you've already got all that. Come on. top snap ring can be kind of hard to get off. There we go. That's what this is. That's what I was getting off here. It's a pretty thick snap ring. And this has got the original springs in it. And this is your drum here. Well, not the. This is your 3/4 clutches. Those are burnt black, as well as the steels. Got a lot of hot spots in them too. So we'll get those replaced. And what I do is I get the clutch kit that makes these a little thicker and does away with these springs. It's also an update that I like to do. The reason why is because it works out really well. Ready. Same way with these clutches here. Your underdrive, forward clutches. That away plate looks good. It always does. These clutches are burnt along with the steels. Get those replaced for you. So far we're looking pretty good. This is one area I will be replacing. This is your input excuse me, your input sprag, or one-way sprag. This is like really one of the weak points of the transmission, and it'll get an updated sprag assembly and everything. So we'll replace that. They're usually about $30. So set it to the side. There's the gasket. It comes in your kit and get replaced. Sun gear is fine. That's your front sun gear. These are usually fine. Let's get that snap ring out. Sorry, I'm about to be in your way for a minute. It's kind of hard to see in there. This is such a small snap ring. And this snap ring does come in your kit. Always comes in the kit. And it'll get replaced with a new one. Because sometimes they like to break. This one's not broken or anything, but sometimes they like to break, so that's why they come in your kit. Really hard to see down in there. Tell you what, this is giving me a time today. It's hard to see down in there. There we go. It just flips out. That's basically what it is right there. Your input planet, your front ring gear. These are always good. This is your sun shell that we'll be replacing. This one actually looks good, but it's not the beast, what you've got. This is just the standard sun shell that comes in these transmissions. So we'll be replacing it with the one that you've got called the beast. It's a little bit thicker, a lot heavier duty. That's The washer that'll get replaced. The snap ring out. This is your case snap ring. And center support. And the snap ring. Times this stuff you just gotta go around, get your finger on, pull it out as you go. And there we go. That's your case snap ring. It's good. Excuse me, it's good. Go ahead and give this a tap here. There we go. And that's what gets out your. This is your low reverse clutches. Those get replaced too when I get your clutch kit. And this is what holds. This little thing here is what holds the center support in place. Also kind of cushions it up. It keeps it from busting the case. It's a little funky design, but it works really well. They've always put it in there. Ever since the 350 transmission, they've had this same setup, same exact setup, and I'm really glad that they just kept it because it hardly ever breaks. And with your rear planet, it's your rear ring gear, output shaft, all that is good. There is a piston back here that I will get out when I go to rebuild it, and that's your low reverse piston that applies those clutches, and that takes a special tool to get out, and so I'll get it out once I go to put everything back together, and it's got cylinder rings on it that'll get replaced. So it looks like you're pretty good here, meaning that I'm going to be owing you money probably, because you've got the kit, you got the drum, you got the excuse me, you got the band, you've got the beast. So the only thing I'm going to need to get is just your clutches and steels, your input sprag assembly, your torque converter, definitely. There was nothing else making metal in here, so it's all that metal that you've seen from the pants definitely coming from the converter. So we're going to replace it, replace your filter. I don't think you gave me a filter, but I'll check just to see. And I believe that's pretty much it. All these seals that you see here on this drum, that'll get replaced also. That comes in your kit. I mean, basically, you pretty much supplied me with most everything. So I will, today is Sunday. You'll get this video here as soon as sometimes it takes a while for it to upload. Then the next time you'll be hearing from me is tomorrow, which is Monday. Once I get the parts ordered, I'll just send you a text on how much it'll be, how much I'm going to owe you. I'm sure I'm going to be owing you money because you gave me $1,000. That was more than enough, way more than enough. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy we didn't get in here and see all kinds of stuff bad. But it's a pretty clean transmission. Just needs your basic rebuild. Alrighty, Joe. That's about it. If you have any questions, just send me a text, and I'll be talking with you tomorrow. Take care.